Alright, so I think we can actually start the stream now. Thank you for your patience yet again. And look at that ring. That ring is like a no-brainer. Like, I would grab that ring. That ring is like god tier for any character. The 3 pips of willpower is like huge. This is a nice icing on top, and like even like on top of that you get 4 armor class. And these like actually don't matter at all. So the ring is pretty much this. And this is huge. So yeah, like just get the ring. The ring is like an easy no-brainer. Before actually starting the stream, now that I think about it, we are gonna watch what this person gets, because I am actually very interested. Like, I can see a character not getting the ring, but only like super late game. Yeah, if you're at this point in the game, you really want that ring. So yeah, of course, very understandably so, this person got the ring, and with that chapter of our lives being over, let's go ahead and exit out of this and transfer my save. I hope that Jin were not hit by any nerfs while in that transfer. Seems to be okay. So yeah, back to Manifold Assault Dragon Form Unarmed Combating. It is like the pinnacle of fun. Yeah, something that I kind of find funny is that you hit the Vampire Mage but do no damage in Dragon form. Anyway, with this character, like, this is mana intensive. Like, most characters wouldn't be able to just spam this, because it really does cost a ton of mana. Oh, that's a wrong form. I mean, statue form is okay. Actually, I was using statue form Manifold Assault before I got dragon form, but now that I have dragon form, like, there's no reason for me to not use dragon form to kill things. I guess you keep your rings, which, funny thing, are very important for my character, like the willpower, the resistance to electricity, the cold resistance. I like it a lot. I can also breathe fire. Yeah, wow, it leaves a cloud of flame? I didn't know about that. Anyway, I guess, yeah, with a character as strong as this, like, I can just press the quiver button pretty much all the time. Because it's kind of staff, but ranged staff that does cost HP, but the HP gets like regenerated, so it's like actually not an issue. I think this is strong enough to 15 room with, like, not even exaggerating. I actually think this is strong enough to 15 room with. I might 15 room with this character. I might do it. I'm not even joking. I might actually do it, just as compensation for like starting later. Because I know there's probably gonna be a lot of people that are gonna miss this character because I started so much later than usual. I really do apologize for that. It really wasn't my intention. But I guess we still have like a good 2 hours and something of the stream. So, funny thing, in case anyone is listening or something, today there was like kind of DST but for Mexico, like pretty much the same thing actually, DST but for Mexico, and I kind of took that into consideration when starting my stream. So I was planning to start 1 hour later and ending 1 hour later, so like I can kind of retain my internal clock thingy working the way it should work. Oh, come on. Oh! Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, let's not be there. We're not gonna be there. Yeah, I see silence or or silent specters rather, and demonologists and annihilators, yeah, we are gonna say no to that. I'd rather like not mess around with that bolt than die, you know? We're about to hit the experience level 23, by the way. Okay, pretty good spell. You know, originally when I realized the nerf to Manifold Assault, I was like, okay, this is kind of okay. Oh, I got Chain Lightning. That's such an underwhelming spell. One of the worst spells in the game. It's so expensive and it does nothing. In a normal character, you would definitely want to train for something else before getting Chain Lightning. Like, with that amount of experience, you can, no joke, get Refrigeration and Ignition. Like, literally with the same amount of experience that takes to have Chain Lightning online. And Chain Lightning is just bad. Like, it doesn't compare to either of the spells that I mentioned. Like, Fridge is level 7, and is so much better than Chain Lightning. But yeah, what was I saying before? I cannot remember. I do apologize for that. It's kind of hard to like keep train of thought when you're kind of alone on your stream without like chat to keep you in check pretty much and remind you what you were talking about when you like go in a tangent, which funny thing happens to me quite a lot. I think this character is likely to at some point get... You know what, let's stop training spellcasting for now. Let's train 23 on armed combat and 26.9 fighting. And that's what we are going to be training for right now. And at some point I think I am going to... Wow, he had plus 10 Plate of Ponderousness, look at that. Frederick was very tanky this game. We still kill him in like 3 attacks because Dragon Form Manifold Assault. Like literally, that's endgame levels of powerful. In fact, I would even say that it's extended levels of powerful. I can see myself like literally tapping down set above with this combination of spells. Oh, I got confused by something. The Enchantress, I guess. What's your chance of confusing me? 11%, okay, and it doesn't need line of fire. Alright, that's kind of rude. Okay, we kinda like melted the Enchantress there. Like, actually, not an issue. Same goes for that Lich. Not really that much of a threat to a character this is strong. Even with the confusion, we were perfectly fine there. By the way, there were blah blah blah. Sorry, sometimes I fail to speak. As I was trying to say, sometimes people do things off stream, like following me off stream or like even subscribing off stream. I've had that happen before. I understand that you do it out of like privacy reasons or for privacy reasons. Let me tell you that even though you don't want your name be told, I want to tell you that I appreciate it, and I am going to respect your privacy. Of course, it would be like foolish of me to like be, oh, this person who did this off stream, obviously to remain anonymous, gave me like something or donated or like subscribed. That would be like just very distasteful in addition to like actually just a terrible idea. So I'm not going to do that. But yeah, what I want to say pretty much is that I appreciate it when you do that. You don't really have to do it. Of course, like you don't have to do, like you don't have to watch the stream. You don't have to do any of that. But I appreciate it that you do. Like I deeply appreciate it. It brings me like one step closer to like kind of my goal of actually like making this into a serious thing, not something that I'm doing just because I am unemployed and in COVID times where I cannot really do anything else. Yeah, those like subscriptions and the bit donations and stuff, they really have helped me in these COVID days where I cannot really like do the things that I would normally do for a living. Yeah, you know, I like fixing computers, I like building computers, that kind of stuff. With COVID, it has been very complicated for me to keep working. For pretty much obvious reasons. Like it's kind of hard to fix someone's computer if you kind of have to go to their home in COVID times. It's kind of risky to do so. And also, like when it comes to actually building a computer, not only like COVID is a big factor. There's a lot of people that were unemployed as a result of COVID, that kind of stuff. Oh, look at that. Oh, revivification. I'm getting such garbage spells. Yeah, hello, Star Polemic. Thank you for stopping by, even though I started so late. I appreciate it. I am going to like finish this character tonight. Well, maybe not finish, but like maybe start extended. I feel like I like a lot what I currently have with the character, so I don't want it to end just yet. And it's like very close to ending a normal game because I already have 3 runes. If I so desired, I could just like win the game right now with what I have. But I don't want to do that. I want this to go for longer. I kind of want to even test like the boundaries of Manifold Assault Dragon form. I used it in a cigarette when Manifold Assault was introduced into the game, but it was not like my main way to kill things in a cigarette. So yeah. And regarding what I was talking about before, I think I'm just gonna drop it. I feel like it's a bit too gloomy of a thing to be talking about on stream, and definitely something that I don't normally do, so I guess I'm just gonna drop it. But with that being said, I just want people who watch this later on to like be aware that I appreciate it when you watch. Of course, that's actually like the most important thing, that people watch, because if you don't watch, there's like no real point. But I also appreciate it when you like donate or subscribe or do that kind of stuff and contribute in that way to the stream. But yeah, this character is just like busted. Like Manifold Assault Dragon form is unfair. Like look at this, look at that. Look at that, like I have all the power of Dragon form with none of the weaknesses. Like the weaknesses are that your defenses are garbage and your resistances are garbage, but your melee damage is the opposite of garbage. It is like actually the best melee damage that you can acquire in the game. And just look at that, like every fight I am at full HP once we are done. Like I can fight 4 dragons at the same time. They die in like 4 turns of me mashing Manifold Assault, and I'm at full HP and at full mana also, because even though Jin don't really have mana, they like have HP, and I have Maklev, so Maklev gives me HP when I kill things. And we have been kind of speedrunning depths. Like I started playing like less than 15 minutes ago, and we already did like the entirety of depths. Oh, look at that, look at that, like a couple of rings of slaying. I don't think I can afford to take anything off. Like I need the willpower and I need the resistance to electricity. Can't afford to take anything off. At least not yet. Maybe later on we like encounter a good. Maybe we encounter a good. What's it called? A good like rendered ring. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do like SOT 1 through 5 because I like doing SOT 1 through 5 before doing extended. Yeah, and I think these characters are like strong enough as it is that it can just like destroy orbs of fire and that kind of stuff. Like just you're seeing an orb of fire on the screen, just press the manifold assault button and the orb of fire will die in like 3 or 4 attacks, just like everything else, pretty much. It is really on another level. And it's just such a lucky combination that we got that normally it's not really possible. Like you need to get extremely lucky, and I got extremely lucky with this game. We got the manual of unarmed combat, we got Dragon Form, we got Manifold Assault. When I got Manifold Assault, I actually got like quite excited because I knew this was a possibility, and as soon as I got Dragon Form, I got like ecstatic. Like actually, that was one of the greatest moments on the stream, I think, when I got Dragon Form. Yeah, I mean, I was happy with Statue Form. Before getting Dragon Form, I was like doing this with Statue Form, which is like worse because it deals less damage and it takes longer, but it is functional. Not good, but functional. Yeah, functional enough. Not as good as with Dragon Form. With Dragon Form, it's like absurd, absolutely insane. Look at that, like. I feel like I could encounter Tiamat, and I wouldn't even notice that it is Tiamat until she reaches me, because like 400 and something HP, right? That's kind of what Tiamat does. I wonder if you can... I guess you can't Manifold Assault invisible monsters. Okay, I'm kind of about to become experience level 27, which I do want to be experience level 27. I want to know what we are gonna be getting from my final level up. Depending on that, I might do Extender or not. If I get something like amazing, like Shatter would be great. I think like I already have Statue Form for like Tomb. In case you don't know, Statue Form reduces a bit of Torment damage, so it is a pretty good thing to have for Tomb. Let's go ahead and drop a couple of these things. Okay, so I've been tempted to enchant the Throw Letter, and like my logic for enchanting Throw Letter is like always the same. I'm not really gonna use it for defenses. I'm gonna use it so I can like walk around in Statue Form or Dragon Form or whichever form is most suitable for the current situation. And look at that, we got a Doorbolt. I might have to open it, depending on what I get for experience level 27. As I was saying, what was I saying? I'm so sorry. Like, it happens to me so much. No, yeah, Throw Letter. Yeah, Throw Letter. I'm gonna be like in a form more often than not, and I want to like have the ability to regenerate by like canceling out of the form. And Throw Letter Armor kind of helps a lot with that. Oh, look at that! Okay, I mean, that is pretty good. That is a pretty good spell. I think it compensates, like, well, not really compensates, but like, synergizes quite well with what I currently have going on, which is like Manifold Assault, Dragon Form. It's not gonna hit invisible monsters, something that Absolute Zero will do, it's also like not gonna kill Set Above in like 3 attacks, right? It will kill an Orb of Fire in 3 attacks, but it's not gonna kill Set Above in those 3 attacks. So Manifold Assault definitely, or rather Absolute Zero, which is what we just got, definitely a fantastic spell to have. Good, like very worth it for me to go to like 24 spell casting to be able to cast it. Yeah, maybe even 25 or something. No, I think 24 has to be enough. And yeah, I like what I currently have going on. Like, look at that. I was not even in a form, and I still like destroyed that Tentacled Monstrosity with Manifold Assault. Alright. Still picking up useless items. I see. It seems to happen a lot. Yeah, in Trunk, auto pickup seems to be kind of messed up. In the sense that it is picking up things that I would normally not pick up. In fact, it's picking up things that I have like excluded from my RC file that like I don't want the game to pick up. I have no idea why that is happening. I wonder if anyone ever has died in this vault. Like it's a spider bolt in Sot. Why is that a thing? Let's go to 23. 23 has to be enough. Oh, I am in gym form. I was like, why am I not killing things? And yeah, that would be why, because I was in gym form. I mean, gym form is okay, but I don't have enough defenses to be able to afford being in gym form. Dragon form actually has like almost as good defenses as my gym form, and it deals like so much damage. Look at that, it's like literally the same amount of armor class, 16 armor class. That is insane. Obviously I have much better resistances in gym form. But resistances matter very little. Like actually most defensive stats matter very little when you're like actually killing monsters 2 turns after they enter line of sight. Like look at that. Look at that. Like look at that! It really does feel like the Deep Elf experience that made me like actually love Deep Elves when I first started getting into playing mages after my first win, which was Deep Dwarf Earth Elementalist. Yeah, the feeling of seeing a monster at the edge of the screen and being able to like seriously hurt the monster almost immediately when they enter the screen, that's something that only Deep Elf used to get from me. Like I know that like spells don't really get how could I say it? Like they're not like class specific or species specific or anything. But I feel like Deep Elf, like maybe that's me from back in the day, but I felt that Deep Elf used to have like the best aptitudes to be able to like cast Firestorm and Ice Storm. It was Firestorm before it was Glaciate, before it was Absolute Zero. And like that kind of stuff. That was pretty much it actually. Firestorm and Ice Storm. I guess Tornado and Shatter too, but Tornado and Shatter don't synergize well with each other. I guess Shatter is something that you cast when Tornado is down, instead of actually being something that you want to be using while Tornado is up. So that makes it pretty bad in my opinion, or pretty non-synergistic, not particularly bad. So normally I would be in Dragon form here. The issue is that I don't want to get like incredibly corroded. Like even in statue form with resistance to corrosion, I got 12 corrosion, and we're still not even done yet. right? Wow, there's so many Draconians here. I think it's kind of a miracle that I've been able to like actually kill everything with dual corrosion. The power of manifold assault. Yeah, this character got everything. This character got all the things that I've ever wanted. Like, I wanted to have a Dragon Form manifold character for like so long, and it finally happened. And it happened with a Jin of all characters. Like, that actually blows my mind. The fact that it happened with a Jin. Because it's like so unlikely for a Jin to get manifold assault and Dragon Form. And like, well, the manual of unarmed combat, like, it's like equally unlikely for a Jin and pretty much any other character, but it's like a nice added bonus that pushed me towards this playstyle, and I'm very glad that it happened, pretty much. I'm never gonna forget about this character. In fact, I might even upload it to YouTube, because I kind of like enjoy the playstyle of Dragon Form manifold assault. So far we haven't even been in like a tight spot, in like a situation of, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like, not since I started the stream. I think, no, actually this character is like much stronger than my previous Jin. By the way, I'm currently on a streak. I think I have like, at least I won the previous character. Let's see, give me 1 second. Let's see what it is. 6 consecutive wins and has won their last game. So I am in a streak of 1, I guess. This like would be an easy streak to, if I didn't wanna like risk it all in extended. I just wanna see how manifold assault Dragon Form fares in extended, because it really sounds like super interesting to me. The concept of trying these spells in extended. Okay, 41% absolute zero. We're getting kind of close. Oh, I got marked in SOT 5. That is never a good thing. Yeah, that is actually kind of a very dangerous thing. I would like to get out of here before things get actually bad. Getting marked in SOT 5 means that you're gonna pull like things from the vaults, which is okay if you're doing it in a controlled environment. If you're like in the middle of a fight and you get marked and you're like not at full power, bad things can happen to you. Okay, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attacks, 8 melee attacks on the Orb of Fire. Like, I did like miss a lot because I was affected by Vertigo. But yeah, like still 8 attacks against an Orb of Fire and I was able to kill it. Pretty good. Also, that Ancient Lich tried to hex me, and I don't know what it was trying to do, or how likely was it to succeed. I guess I should be like lucky, or I should consider myself lucky. Oh, never mind, it's only 4%. Something touches you. That's a pretty creepy message to see. 3, 4, 5, 5! And we missed with one of them, and one of them actually dealt no damage. Funny thing, like, those were like some weak rolls, except for the final one. The final one was like a more standard roll for what I'm currently doing. So yeah, this is like such a powerful combination. It really is like one of the strongest things that the game currently has to offer. And funny thing is, like, a level 7 and a level 5 spell. Normally you would like run out of mana super fast with a normal character, but this is not a normal character. This is a Jin of Maclef, so every time I kill something, I pretty much regain all my resources, unless like the fight actually got pretty bad. And like, I don't know, like I'm just O-tabbing. I'm just O-tabbing. That's actually what I'm doing right now. Look at that. Oh, 2 Orbs of Fire. I guess for 2 Orbs of Fire, I should respect them and like haste. Hasting was a good idea anyway, because I got immediately slowed by the Death Cough. But look at that, like, how many characters have you guys played that can do that? Like, actually tap down 2 Orbs of Fire, a Dreadlich, was there an Ancient Lich there? I think there was also an Ancient Lich, like, it all happened so fast that I didn't even notice. Like, 2 Orbs of Fire, a Dreadlich, an Ancient Lich, and an Electric Golem. Like, and I tapped them down, and I came out ahead without even being null-mutated. That's like actually huge. It is like, I don't know. I'm too happy with this character. I definitely don't want it to end like just immediately. Okay. The ability to like hurt monsters from afar without having to move towards them. Very good ability. Very good ability. I would recommend everyone to try to acquire that ability. Definitely a pretty good ability to have. I guess we're gonna go to 24 spellcasting for more absolute zero success rates. I have 8%, but to be completely honest, like I don't really have much to spend my experience on. Oh, look at that. That was SOT 5. That was one easy SOT 5. I still haven't done bolts. I wanted to do this before bolts 5, because for bolts 5 I appreciate being able to hit the entirety of the screen. And I wanted to see if my spells were gonna like give me that ability. Unfortunately, as far as the spells go, we got Revivification, Chain Lightning, and Absolute Zero. None of those really hit the entirety of the screen. Talking about other bad spells that I got Summon Hydra. Like, who really uses Summon Hydra? I guess it's good, but it's good when you like copy the Hydra with a Phantom Mirror to make it kill itself. That's cool. I wouldn't really use Summon Hydra like at all, because Hydras are like relatively fragile. Revivification, I guess it's okay as a panic button. In fact, now that I think about it, it's like a full mana restore for a Jhin. You kinda do nuke a bit of your maximum HP every time you use it, so it's like really not something that you should be running around spamming on every fight, but it is a nice thing to have. Statue form is amazing, and Absolute Zero is actually like the spell that makes extended viable for this character. Yeah, that and Manifold Assault Dragon form, or Manifold Assault Statue form for Tomb. With that being said, let's go and do Bolts 5. I haven't done it yet. Like I just stomped on SOT 5. Like I just destroyed SOT 5, and I haven't done Bolts 5. Now it's kind of the usual like experience for me. I normally don't like to do Bolts 5. Okay, we landed in a pretty good spot. I don't know exactly where I am, but I have a suspicion that I am like on the upper side of the level, and it really seems to be the case. Look at that, like things are just like exploding. I love it. By the way, this is as much HP as I'm gonna get pretty much. Maybe if I train it to 27, I will have like 340 HP in Dragon form. I think that's kind of unlikely, because normally getting 1 point or like 0.1 in fighting will not get you 1 HP. That's like very unlikely. That pretty much only happens in the early game. The late game doesn't really happen that much, I think. Or more like, in the early game you gain experience in fighting like so fast that you don't really notice. But in the late game, it really does take a while for you to level up pretty much any high level skill, which is normal. It's not really an issue. That's kind of how the game works. And the game also gives you like a ton of experience to compensate for that. Yeah, as I'm speaking, I'm also like O-tabbing through Bolts 5. I guess it's much easier if you land in a very controlled environment like this one, where I can just like O-tab everything with Manifold Assault. And look at that, we one-shot that Convoker. That Convoker just like straight up exploded. Okay, the Crystal Spear kinda sucks, but we should be okay. And we got hit for like 40. Because, yeah, Bolt of Acid for 43. Normally I would be like, oh, that sucks. But thanks to the magic of Maklev, I am already at full HP. Have I done Elf in this game? I may not have done Elf just yet. Oh, I haven't. Okay, that's something else that I could do for experience. Not that at this point in the game the experience from Elf really matters that much. I would maybe do it for loot, but also, then again, we don't really need any more loot. Like, I already have all that I strictly need to win the game. Like, strictly necessary things. I would like to have 1 pip of cold resistance, and of course I would like the gear that I currently have that is not Meldoth to be like incredibly good, right? But it's not the case. Hello, Spindart. Thank you for stopping by. I already did like the entirety of Depth, the entirety of Sod, and we are about to be done with Balls 5, and it has all gone like so fast. I started streaming like, well, 45 minutes ago, but I actually started playing like around half an hour ago. Like, I just speedran Sod. This is like so strong. It is like, I think this is kind of an exclusive thing to Jin. Yeah, this has to be like an exclusive thing to Jin. That like I can just walk around and mash Manifold Assault, and thanks to the magic of Maklev, I just like heal to full HP, so I can like mash Manifold Assault as much as I desire, and kind of replace Stab with Manifold Assault. Look at that, like. Staff but from afar, and it hits multiple monsters at the same time. It's like better than a launcher, and launchers are amazing. So yeah, that's like kind of high praise coming from me. Look at that, I have 20 evasion in dragon form. Oh yeah, like I'm taking this guy to extend it. Definitely this guy is going to extend it. Alright, look, I'm out of words to describe this. Like, I think the gameplay describes itself. Like, what kind of absurd character can do that so consistently? You can't guarantee Dragon Form or Manifold Assault, can you? You cannot. No, actually, I think you can guarantee Manifold Assault. Like, starting as a Warper gives you Manifold Assault in the starting book, so I guess you can guarantee it like that. That amulet is actually a pretty good amulet. But yeah, leaving that aside, you cannot guarantee Dragon Form as a Jin, unfortunately. It really needs to be like a special blessed run for you to get like everything. And this character got everything. Like, not gonna lie here. It got everything that it needed. That amulet is pretty good. It is like quite an amazing amulet. I don't think I'm gonna use it, unfortunately, but it is an amazing amulet. Yeah, my issue is that it doesn't give me cold resistance. If it gave cold resistance, I would just like throw away that ring that I have, the one that gives 6 dexterity and resistance to electricity and all that stuff, because my gear gets melded in Dragon Form, the rings do not, so I really do need that cold resistance, so I'm not like weak to cold, and I like spontaneously take like 150 in a single turn to like a Lich or some. No, not really. Well, maybe a Lich, because I think some Liches have Bolt of Cold. But I was thinking more like a Nice Fiend. From a Nice Fiend, it's like actually a possible thing to happen. Okay, so now, what are we going to do next? We can do. I guess I can do Elf. Elf should be like a walk in the park for this character. Oh, by the way, in case you have never seen it, you get a funny message if you're experience level 27 and you press Ctrl E. With the way you've been playing, I'm surprised you got this far. It always says that. But yeah, it's a pretty funny message to get, especially if you don't know that you always get it. But yeah, pretty funny message nonetheless. We are not gonna be using that, and I don't know if I should keep training dodging. I'm thinking maybe we train unarmed combat to 27. I would be interested in getting like the title for 27 unarmed combat with dexterity as a Jin. I guess we can keep training it for now, and eventually I will get 27 unarmed combat. In fact, that will be the skill that will get me the title. Like, you can kind of manipulate that by setting your stop to 26.9, so you don't go all the way to 27, and then train the skill that you actually want to get the title for to 27. It can be like a completely unrelated skill, and you're only training it for the title. I have done that before, like in multiple occasions actually. Alright, that was the maiden cast of Absolute Zero, the first one that I've done this game. We turned an invisible elf into an elf-shaped block of ice. Did I just one-shot? I was 2 Zephyr Mancers and a Knight that I one-shot with Manifold Assault. Really a powerful spell. I love it. I love it quite a lot. Probably one of my favorite changes of 0.27. Yeah, as much as I've complained about a couple of the changes in this version, not everything is negative. Like, sometimes cool things, like actually really cool things, are implemented in the game, and I would say that Manifold Assault and Jin also are 2 of those things. Maybe Jin even more than Manifold Assault, now that I think about it. Because I've been having a blast with Jin. Like, once I stopped trying to play melee Jin, I started having fun with them. Melee Jin is like bad. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend anyone to try melee Jin. If you really wanna play a Jin, try Venom Mage. Venom Mage, anything, is like absolutely strong. I've said it before on stream, but when it comes to Venom Mage, it's strong because it's a Venom Mage, or strong because like it's a strong species. Yeah, hello Sarsan Novi. Thank you for stopping by. Actually, like, I've peaked at like 15 or something. I think there was one time where I had 17, but that was because of a raid, so that doesn't really count. Without raids, I've had like 15 tops, which kind of gives me hope, because when I started, I went like whole streams with 1 viewer, you know, like just you spectating yourself. And that was kind of demotivating, but fortunately that's not the case anymore. And look at that, we got Zephyr. I'm not gonna use Zephyr because I got something exponentially better. But yeah, as I was saying, like, I like it how it is right now, and I hope that it keeps growing, and like I can like make people appreciate Dungeon Post Stone Soup as the genius game that it is, because there may be some things that I don't really like about Dungeon Post Stone Soup, like shafts and cats. I also don't like cats, and Zin. I don't really like Zin that much, but I really do love the game. Like, it really is like a masterpiece that greatly influenced how I view games ever since I started playing it, you know? large majority of viewers probably won't have more than 5-10 viewers. But you do stream a niche game. Yeah, definitely. I would say that that is like a very big factor in my relative success on streaming. The fact that I'm pretty much the only person streaming these. But on the other hand, like, there's not a lot of people that play this, and there's also like very few people that play it at a very high level, or rather, not really very high level, but a good enough level that they are actually like consistent at winning the game. And I am very grateful to be one of those people, so I can actually like provide quality content, you know? I guess there's two types of content that would attract viewers. When it comes to games like these on like Twitch, either I am playing this blind and I am going to die a lot, or I am really good at this game, and I will tell you all the secrets, and I will showcase like something absolutely amazing that can happen in the game. Those are like kind of the two types of content that I can expect people to watch. And yeah, people who are in the middle that can kind of win but cannot really win consistently will probably have a bit of a harder time like making a stream like this one get off the ground. Your win rate with your melee classes is like 5%. You can only play spellcasters. My win rate in my main account is like 5%. In this one it's like closer to 30 something. And look at that, I'm just like butchering all these helps. Like, oh, it's so good. Is this a species reverse Vinestalker? Yes. So this is Jin. And currently a dragon, so kind of ignore that. They are immune to poison, 2 pips of fire resistance, 1 pip of cold vulnerability. So kind of reverse mummy also in a sense. They don't have boots. They float, so they pretty much always fly. The extra damage from Earthstrike was removed, so I guess it's okay that they always fly. They, like as you mentioned, Reverse Vinestalker, they use mana, they use HP to cast the spells. So Maklev is like insane, and regeneration stacking is also equally insane. And they have a bit of extra HP from a mutation, because they have like -1 HP base. I really don't understand why they need to be so fragile. I feel like that kind of makes them bad melee characters, which is what I've been saying. Like, they are really bad as a melee start, but they are really good as a mage start, because like you have more mana than usual, so you're very unlikely to ever run out of mana, because if you run out of mana, you just kinda die. So yeah. Must have been an original Formicid Arpoise minus situation. Probably. I remember that. That was so weird. I think I played maybe one game of like Formicid with weakness to poison. It was during the period of time where I was just like not playing a lot of Crawl. Okay. Underwhelming loot, I guess. Oh. Okay, I don't... Well, I'm just gonna, like, see what it has. Oh, look at that, it hits for 15 damage. I feel sorry for that ghost. Doesn't even have 100 HP. What was that guy doing here? We shall never know. So what is this? What do we got here? We got... pretty much nothing, actually. Yeah, pretty much nothing. Nothing that I want to pick up, which is understandable. I am already at a point in the game where, like, most people would have already won the game. I guess it's understandable that I didn't really get anything from doing this. By the way, please let me know, is like the music too loud or something? Should I lower the volume? I think it's probably okay, but since I am like listening to the music instead of like listening to what you guys are listening to through the stream, like I'm not monitoring it, I don't really know, and I kind of rely on you all for feedback in that regard. Is it too quiet or too loud? Is it okay? I guess it must be okay, because someone would have told me otherwise. Okay, let's go do the Vestibule of Hell. I think this character will do a 15 runer, like actually do a 15 runer. Okay, I'm kind of spanking Herion there. Look at that. That was like so one-sided. Normally, I've had characters that have had like serious issues with Herion. I guess it all depends on layout. The layout that you get from the Vestibule of Hell can make it so that like there's an extremely high density of monsters that are gonna be surrounding you and can make it really hard for you to fight Herion. And that is a Lorosiproka shaped block of ice. That's pretty much the only demon that is invisible. So if you see something invisible outside of Glork's block's level, you can kind of be sure that it's gonna be a Lorosiproka, and you should probably play accordingly. To these guys, they don't really do a lot other than actual damage, because since I don't have any mana, I don't get anti-magicked, and I can also, like in a similar vein, use my own anti-magic weapons without like a penalty to my magic capabilities. So that's pretty good. I really enjoy these guys. Now that I've done the Vestibule, let's go ahead and do Pandemonium. Yeah, I think we are ready to do Pandemonium. So what we're gonna be doing here is like pretty much the same I was doing before, actually. Just like mash Manifold Assault, murder everything, and look at that, so much damage. It's okay, however, because I have Maklev. Maklev will get me a ton of HP back, so I don't really mind losing some HP. Look at that, I am almost at full HP already. I kind of want to finish exploring this, now that I think about it. Yeah, we're gonna train only on armed combat now. I want to bump it to 27. Normally I don't, but this character doesn't really have much to train. It's kind of like the... What is that doing here? Whatever. Should die in like 3 attacks. Weird that an angel generated randomly in Pandemonium. Oh, yet again I completely forgot what I was gonna talk about, and I knew I had a good feeling about fully exploring this. This is Disco Pan. Disco Pan can be pretty nasty. A pretty dangerous vault with a lot of very buried enemies, Ice Fiends, Brimstone Fiends, Hell Sentinels, like pretty much all the greater demons. It can be pretty dangerous, but to this character, I guess I am okay. This is kind of bad, however. I did start as a Hedge Wizard, so I can blink, and oh, who has that? Who is doing that? Oh, look at that, double subdued magic. Ouch. I guess it's okay as long as I don't get that bad effect that I don't really know, that I don't really remember how it's called. Oh, look at that. Was that a one-shot on the Pandemonium Lord? There's no one-shot there. I did hit it super hard with my previous attack. Okay, we hit it really hard 3 times, and then it died. Panlord names is still very random, best random name generator. Yeah, they actually are pretty good names, I would say. Surprising for a random name generator. The best thing about the Pandemonium Lord random name generator is that when it fails to generate a name, it just names it blog. So that's kind of the go-to blog. And so you see like the Ring of Plug and Plug the Pandemonium Lord and that kind of stuff. Like that happens consistently. Okay, where is the rune? Why did you not get the rune? That is so silly. Okay, that Demon Trident almost reached me. Pretty dangerous. I don't want to get banished. Always annoying to get banished. And I really enjoy this bolt. This bolt is amazing. Like, you can see in my console window that it also like gives me the disco thingies. And yeah, there's like a weirdly glowing ball. I don't know what happens if you destroy it. I would expect the flashing colors to continue. It can be dug through. Okay, now that I have the Demonic Rune of Sot, all I have to do is to just like continue exploring. Alright. Is that a potion of experience or something? Oh, it's Berserk Rage. Yeah, for some reason I saw it like a light blue potion or cyan, and cyan potions are like only potions of experience because they are like so good. They are marked as cyan. Yeah, I don't know if it's the case for tiles, but in console, cyan things or cyan inventory items are like extremely good and extremely rare. Acquirement is cyan. Torment is cyan only if you're immune to it. And the experience is also cyan, and that's pretty much it. Naleunia doesn't have a lot of armor class, but it does have a lot of evasion. But otherwise, it's like very unthreatening. Yep, very unthreatening Pandemonium Lord. All that we really needed to do against it was like get 2 good hits in, and it died. And I would like to find an exit. I would like to find an exit. Oh, there we go. Like, I even killed the Pandemonium Lord and everything. Okay. So we are in Executioner Land, better known as Glork's Block's domain. Okay, I think I can just like do the usual. There's like 58 evasion before accounting for accuracy and accounting for the soft cap. Yeah, it has like that Pandemonium Lord had crazy amounts of evasion. What is that? That has to be a Lorosiproc card, yeah. Okay, wasn't a big deal. You know, I probably should be in like statue form for this particular level. Statue form gives me good defenses, like great defenses. It also doesn't melt like all of my inventory. It only melts the body armor and the gloves. Doesn't melt the shield, doesn't melt the hat, and it doesn't melt the cloak. So I get very good resistances, very good defenses, and not so good melee damage, unfortunately. But I guess like defense is also a good offense, but I really like the overwhelming offense that comes from Dragon Form. Like with Dragon Form, things don't even reach you. With Statue Form, is like a more fair version of Manifold Assault. That seems like a situation where I maybe want to read a spell Holy Word. Okay, it is not, but it is a situation where I probably want to like retreat, because I cannot really take the fight against Glork's Block at this amount of HP. That's probably a bit too dangerous. Oh, Manifold Assault kind of sucks against summoners because the amount of summons is gonna like greatly dilute the possibilities of actually hitting the summoner itself. So yeah, pretty nasty thing. Okay, should I respect Glork's block? I guess we can respect Glork's block a little bit with a Potion of Might, but I'm not gonna haste. I don't feel the need to haste. Yeah, look at that damage. Look at that damage. Glork's block went from like full HP to almost dead in like such a short period of time. You mold Glork's block. Well, my first attack was very hard, like it did deal a ton of damage against Glorks, and the second, and like Glorks retaliated with Torment, and after that I decided to go into Statue Form. Statue Form has like Torment resistance, much better defenses, so it's like much less likely for me to die if I'm in Statue Form, and so far the fight has been going in my favor, I think. I think Glorks dies next turn, maybe not. There we go. And I didn't respect Glork's block in that fight. If I had like actually truly respected Glork's block, I would have used Absolute Zero because I have Absolute Zero. So always funny to get into a good old fisticuffs against good old Glork's block. What is this? Okay, that's a good thing to have. So yeah, we are kind of speed running through Extended. 55,000 turns. I might even get like a high score with this character. Since Jin is like brand new, there's like a chance for me to do so. Funny thing, this account has one high score. Okay, so how long does it take for sap to wear off? Because until it wears off, I won't really be able to cast Manifold Assault. That's pretty aggravating. I wonder if I can just like wait it out or something. Oh yes, your magic seems less tainted, so now I can like go back to my regular schedule of mashing Manifold Assault and like murdering everything. Hello Railbird, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy tonight's show. This is like the same character that I was playing on Friday. I decided that I wanted to keep playing it because I was having a lot of fun murdering everything with Manifold Assault. So I didn't finish the game, and now we are doing Extended. I have no idea where. No, I actually do have a bit of an idea where the rune is. I think the rune is here. Yeah, 15, maybe 14. I don't think this character is like so capable of doing Doom. It doesn't have a couple of things that I would normally want to have when doing Doom. Like for example, Shatter. It doesn't have Shatter. It does have Statue Form, which is pretty nice. We got the formed body. It doesn't really matter because my base body armor is like a leather, well, throw leather rather, so I lose literally 2 points of armor class. Very low impact mutation. As long as I don't get like something like the new Blue Division would be absolutely terrifying. It was already like the worst mutation in the game, and now it's even worse. Oh, look at that! I got Robust. Not gonna complain about that one. Thank you for that, Mr. Nekosek. Okay, for I don't know if I wanna. Oh, that's annoying. I don't like that happened. I feel like that's very aggravating. Okay, I'm kind of disrespecting Menolech here. Oh, I got the worst mutation in the game again. you sometimes lose the ability to read scrolls when taking damage. So that's like literally the worst mutation in the game. It used to be blurry vision. Now it's even worse than that. Unlucky. Okay, didn't get paralyzed. You maul Menoleg. You kill Menoleg. Okay. I also disrespected Menoleg. Probably should have respected him to prevent myself from getting the worst mutation in the game. We are gonna have to drink some mutation to get rid of it. I still have it. I got Evolve. I'm not gonna risk it. Okay, I have it and I got Evolve too. That's amazing. Evolve 2 is a pretty nice thing to have. Oh, by the way, Sarsanovi, you're still here. These guys do not have like magic schools. They get spells at random. They cannot learn spells from books. Every 2 level ups, starting from level 3, you get a spell. Obviously, like the more you level up, the stronger the spells get. Sometimes you can get like really bad spells. Like for example, earlier today I was watching someone, and they were doing Tomb with like Infestation and Monstrous Menagerie, and like actually like spells that I don't like to use. Infestation, Monstrous Menagerie, and other 2 spells that were like really bad. I think they even got Death's Door, but Death's Door is like a very underwhelming thing to get. Okay, lost my robustness. I kept it for a very short period of time, but it's okay. This is Lomlobon's level. In Lomlobon's level, I don't think I'm gonna be able to be in dragon form because Lomlobon has like Glaciate. That hurts a lot when you don't have cold resistance. At least it doesn't hurt as much as it would with weakness to cold. But yeah, so far so good. $45 scrolls of Identify. Why am I even grabbing the money? Money doesn't really do anything anymore. Okay, double Earth Strike, but we killed the Titan pretty much immediately after that, so I guess we're okay. So far, so good when it comes to extended. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. It's so good. I wonder if I will be able to like get in some Dragon Form Manifold Assault attacks against Lomlobon before he does crazy things. Yeah, there he is. So I'm going to respect Lomlobon. No, in fact I'm going to respect Lomlobon too much, and I'm probably just gonna Absolute Zero. So I would like to fight Lomlobon in a fair fight, but the issue is that Lomlobon happens to have Major Healing. Major Healing sucks. Could we see a Hexing Tavern next? I don't like hexes. Like my guide for an enchanter is to like start Minotaur Enchanter or something, or Troll Enchanter, and like never cast a spell. That's what I would do. As far as Jin Enchanter would be like really bad. I feel, because you need to get to level 3 before you actually like start getting useful spells. None of the spells in the Enchanter book are like spells that I like to use normally. And I don't really like the Enchanter starts either. In fact, like the whole concept of hexes in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup is something that I've never really liked. Okay, we're kind of... Wow. Okay, we can take that. Wow, oh, that... Oh, it took me 9 turns. That's like the first time I've killed Lomlobon that fast outside of Absolute Zero. Absolute Zero is cheating, but this is like on another power level. I would say that this is stronger than any other level 9 that is not Absolute Zero. Yeah, if it's just like amazing how powerful this is. Oh, bad teleport. Well, let's just press this. Yeah, I wonder how much of this is related to the fact that I am a Jin. Oh, look at that! We got, we went from Glorksblock to Menolech to Lomlobon to Serebov, and we already have the demonic rune, so we are kind of good to go. I'm really like curious about how this is going to go with Serebov. Serebov is the one that has the most HP out of all the Pandemonium Lords. It's also like the only one where the level has a million fiends and pretty nasty stuff too. It has a bunch of Balrogs. Balrogs kind of suck because they smite. Smite is a pretty bad thing to be in the receiving end of. Like, it doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it never misses. It's like a consistent source of damage. You have mastered unarmed combat. I think this might be the first character that I do that has that title. I'm very happy to have that title. Yeah, Grandmaster Jin. I guess we are gonna be like focusing on these. I don't really care about spellcasting actually. Just gonna turn it off, and I guess I'll turn it on again at some point in the future. I am not gonna get any more spells for the rest of the game. So I guess I'm gonna have to do with what I currently have as far as the spells go. And I can already kind of cast everything, so I don't really see a lot of point in training any more spellcasting, but I would still train it to 27 for a bit of extra spell power. Okay, I think I destroyed like a Randart. I think that Balrog had a Randart Demon Whip. Not that it really matters. I'm really not gonna give it any use. I think my training of fighting to 27 did change like the amount of HP that I have as a dragon. I am pretty sure I didn't have 340 before. Oh, look at that ring. The ring almost spells weave. I love it. Gold scales, a good hunting sling. Nothing that I am really interested in for this character, of course. Okay, that is Serebov. You maul Serebov. Serebov is still lightly wounded, by the way. Serebov gestures seems to speed up. Probably I should speed up as well. We got Firestormed, and now I don't think it would be a good idea for me to try to Manifold Assault Serebov, because Serebov is like, I have so many fire vortices surrounding me that I'm probably gonna hit like 3 of them if I cast Manifold, but fortunately Absolute Zero ignores the fire vortices, so I can just like freeze Serebov into a chunk of ice, and I can test my hypotheses, and it indeed does like hit by fire vortices. So Manifold Assault, pretty bad against Serebov. Absolute Zero, however, pretty good. The only title you get is Conqueror. Titles are determined by which one of these skills is your highest skill. I maxed unarmed combat first, so I got the Grandmaster title, which like corresponds to 27 unarmed combat. If you want to get a different title, you need to max a different skill. Try not getting 27 fighting next time. Try getting 26.9 fighting and then like maxing something else. That's pretty much the only way to get a different title. I think I need to drop something. Oh, I guess I had Cause Fear, and that's why I was carrying around this Cause of Vulnerability, but I never really gave it a lot of use. Anyway, that was pretty fun. We killed all of Pandemonium, and it took me like, what, half an hour or so? Maybe a bit longer than that. But yeah, overall that went pretty well. Now all I have to do is like find an exit. You always seem to fight maxing first, max fighting first for the HP. Of course, like it really makes a lot of sense to max fighting first. That's why I like get 26.9 fighting and then just max something else. You can have like almost all of the benefit of 27 fighting without actually having the title. And you will probably see me doing a lot of that. If you watch for a long time. Okay, we found some potions of mutation, not gonna complain about them. Why do I have attraction? Attraction is kind of bad. I guess it's not really that. No, it's actually pretty bad. Now that I think about it. You know what? I don't know how this character will deal with royal mummies, and I really don't want to die again in Tomb. So I'm probably not gonna be doing Tomb with this character. I really have no idea what would be a good way to deal with royal mummies. Maybe the Mintai's strategy of attraction and lignification. Maybe that's how I deal with royal mummies. Oh, look at that, rendered plate. Is that how the game works? The first skill you max out determines your title? Yes, kind of. Wait, I am still watching that. I mean, I'm not really watching it, but... Okay, I guess we can play this from the start, actually. But yeah, the highest skill that you have determines your title. It is a pretty good plate. I might even use it. I mean, I'm not really using my body armor a lot, but I would like to use that. A lot of monsters in Abyss 1. Unfortunately, I cannot really leave until I have the rune. Or I guess I can if the game gives me the rune or gives me an exit, but I don't really want to exit just to come back in again. That doesn't make a lot of sense in my opinion. A glowing orange brain assembles itself. Weird message that you get if a monster spawns in line of sight when you're in the abyss. So, Sagiform characters are immune to sickness. Like they have like a bunch of very like stealthy good things about them, and being immune to sickness is just one of many. Oh, gateway leading deeper into the abyss. I want that. So even though I would think that my character is like actually pretty strong, I still don't want to go deeper into the abyss. I will probably stay here. We are gonna like auto-explore until I find a rune. Or the rune rather. There's not like a bunch of runes here, there's only one. Alright. Having a million items of regeneration is incredibly useful for extended. They are melded in dragon form. They get unmelded if I go out of dragon form, and they like don't have to attune every time they get unmelded. So it's a pretty good thing to have when you're doing extended or DjWz in a form. I really like the troll leather armor because of that. Oh no, I got trapped in here. I mean, it's no big deal, like you don't really have to dig out. I just wanted to dig out because I'm kind of a bit conscious of my turn count. I have like the possibility of getting a WR on this character, or like, you know, the record, the high score. I actually don't know. For all I know, like maybe the 15 rune high score for Jin Hedge Wizard is like I don't know, 30,000 turns or something, and I have like no chance of getting it. But it would probably be like this account's high score. A funny thing, this account's high score like involved me doing a Ziggurat. I think if I hadn't done a Ziggurat, it would have been even better of a high score. But no, I decided to go and do a Ziggurat in the meantime, and this is still this account's high score. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the rune. One of these days we shall get the rune or a bolt. It even makes me like want to go deeper, because it's been like quite a while since I've seen something that is reminiscent of a rune, or of a I don't know, something. Is that the rune? No, it's not the rune. It's a lightning rod. Oh, is that silence? Oh yeah, we're not gonna go. No, maybe we will go that way actually. I think I'm strong enough to like be able to deal with. Yeah, we have a portal leading out of here, and that kind of looks like oh, look at that! Giant clubs of distortion, cute. You cannot cast the spells while silenced. Yep, that's the rune bolt. It really is. So as long as I don't run out of yeah, as long as I don't run out of statue form, we would be okay. Okay, did I? Yeah, I did kill the Silent Spectre, so we can go ahead and pick up the rune. Something about that like the silence immediately made me want to like leave, but it was not the correct idea. The correct play was to do what I did in the end. Fortunately, I kind of realized, and we got 10 out of 15. The ones that I'm missing are the ones from Hell and the one from the Tomb, which I'm probably not gonna get with this character because I don't think it's strong enough for me to be able to do that. Let's go and do the Hell runes, I guess. Okay, I guess we can start with Jenna. Jenna is probably one of the easiest ones. Okay, so in case you have never done Hells, which I kinda doubt it, I feel like people here have played a fair amount of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup themselves, most likely a couple of 15 rune games. But in case you don't know for some reason, the Hells are 7 levels deep, no items, no gold generates on the floor, and your objective is pretty much to dive. There's no point in like exploring all of the Hell and all of the floors and all of in all of the Hells, because like there's like really nothing to gain. The best thing to do is to just like dive through. Okay, Manifold Assault doing some wonders. So yeah, here I'm definitely like not gonna be exploring. I'm just gonna like try to run for the stairs. Normally, I would say that it's a good idea to try to avoid combat in Hell, in any Hell, truly. But as this character with Dragon Form Manifold Assault, I feel like I can like take on anything because everything dies like so fast. Isn't there a god that rewards for 100% exploration of floors? I think a couple of gods have like exploration-based piety. I don't really remember which ones are there. I think maybe the Shining One. And old Ashensari used to have it. New Ashensari doesn't care about it. What I can tell you for sure is that, at least in the case of the Shining One, it doesn't really matter if he has like exploration-based piety, because he also gives you a lot of piety for killing the things that generate in the hells. So yeah, just like kill things instead of walking around. And even then, if your god gave you piety for exploring, it's probably not a good idea to explore here. Yeah, it's really not a good idea. At this point in the game, you already should have like the entirety of what you need to win the game, as far as experience goes, or at least as far as god abilities or favors go. So you really shouldn't care about exploring the hells for piety. Exploring the Pandemonium is much more reasonable, and even like you could say maybe a good idea, or rather not quite a good idea, but something that you have to do to progress through the game if you want to be doing that. So normally you don't want to take shafts as a character doing the hells. You really want to see a shaft because they can drop you for several levels. In hells, that's pretty good because when you take a portal to hell, it leaves you in the entrance of the particular hell, which is like safe. You don't have to go up through the levels. So yeah. Okay, I like it. I feel like Manifold Assault is like a very unique spell that allows you to one-shot a Brimstone Fiend and an Ancient Lich that were in like opposite sides of the screen. That's pretty strong with a Jinn. Like, I'm really having a blast with this character. You don't have to be a Jinn to try to do this, but in order to do it like to the extent that I'm doing it, you need to be a Jinn. Because like Maklev is giving me back all my HP / mana, so I can just like spam Manifold Assault ad nauseam, which wouldn't be the case with pretty much any other character. We are gonna read magic mapping here. Who knows where Asmodeus is? Probably here? No, probably here. Who knows where Asmodeus is? This is like not a happy bolt. This is the kind of bolt that makes me like actually go out of my way to get Shatter pretty much any game that I want to do like a 15 room, because like traversing it is such a pain. That's usually the case with Jenna bolts, I think. I feel like I always enter Jenna bolts and I'm like, oh, I need to shatter this. This is like unplayable otherwise. Or rather, I guess not really unplayable, but it would take me forever to do the bolts otherwise. So there's like loot in the corners. I don't really care. Loot shouldn't be a driving force at this stage of the game, and in this part of the game specifically. Like in Hell, you don't really want to be looting. You only come here for the rune, maybe sometimes to kill the Pandemonium Lord, and then you get out. Okay, so far so good. What is that? Wound Cloak, Wound Globes, or my current globes. Oh, they're amazing. They're actually like a source of regeneration on top of the troll letter. So I have 2 extra sources of regeneration if I go from dragon form or statue form into regular form. Okay. Am I going to respect Asmodeus? I am going to respect Asmodeus, even though for science I would like to try Dragon Form Melee. Okay, let's try Dragon Form Melee until things get bad. And when things get bad, I'm gonna Absolute Zero, if things get bad. But things didn't get bad. Look at that. Alright, that went pretty smoothly. Rendered amulet, maybe interesting. Oh, look at that, it's an amulet of regeneration with an added bonus. That I don't really care too much about, but it is an amulet of regeneration, a rendered regeneration amulet, I should say. So we're gonna wear it. And let's see what else we got here. That's about it. Okay, now it's time for me to get out. And the fastest way to do so is to read a scroll of teleports. Oh, okay, good teleport. Okay, there we go. Now that's actually like a pretty decent teleport. Not the greatest in the world, but also not terrible. Okay, maybe auto travel will get me there faster. By the way, I left behind the Scepter of Asmodeus. I don't want to, like, it doesn't really matter. Those kinds of items, they're very cool, but you get them so late into the game that they are very unlikely to be of any help to your character. I mean, I've used the Staff of the Spater that shoots Damnation. It's a pretty cool item, it deals a ton of damage, but it does cost HP, so it's kind of dangerous to use. But you can use it against an Orb of Fire and kill it like that, and that's pretty fun. Okay, next up we have Cocytus is gonna be complicated. Yeah, because, well, let me cast Statue Form. We only have 1 pip of cold resistance for Cocytus. I normally like to have 3 because, well, Fiends, pretty much. Fiends hurt a lot if you don't have good cold resistance. Okay, let's go into Cocytus and hope that things go well for me. So we can pretty much do the same. It's a bit worse because it takes longer and it deals less damage, pretty much. But on the other side we have like a very good defenses. Like, look at those defenses, 38, 36. The shield doesn't really matter that much. I'm pretty much using it as a ring slot. Yeah, pretty much using my shield as a ring slot for... oh, what is this bolt? For cold resistance, yes. I'm using my shield for cold resistance. Sorry for that. Okay, I knew I had a funny feeling about that bolt. Okay, Cocytus 3 out of 7. That's a lot of caustic, or a lot of shard strikes. Very annoying. I would be scared if I was not with my Clef. I feel like I've already taken a ton of damage during that fight, but thanks to my Clef I was like able to just power through and be at full HP at the end of it. Oh, look at that, and we immediately find the downstairs. Alright, and we have a shaft in line of sight. Oh, a monster took the shaft. That's such a shame. And normally that's a cool thing. In Hells, it's the opposite of a cool thing. So yeah, Hell has a lot of trash enemies that won't really pose that much of a threat, just to make you like waste time and be affected with Hell effects. That's kind of the point of all these, like skeletal warriors and ice beasts and that kind of stuff. Okay, we found the stairs yet again. So one more to go, pretty much. Alright, we found a hatch. That's pretty much all that we need. Okay, I guess I can continue, but before that we are gonna read magic mapping. I hate this ending. This ending is very confusing. I never know where DjWz is. What happened there? Nothing. Better get out of line of sight of that sot trap before bad things happen to me. Ow. Okay, so that's actually worrisome, because that's like real damage that I have been taking instead of like torment damage. How much each? Oh, you don't have any armor class. Yeah. There we go. 10 of Tremor Stones for the win. Look at that. Look at how much HP I gained back. I was at like 80 HP, and now I'm at full HP. So that's not where DjWz is, of course. I guess I should be glad that that was not where DjWz was, because that could have gotten pretty nasty if DjWz was here. Okay, this level has a million Ice Fiends, by the way. I think from all the Hells, Cocytus 7 is the one with the most Fiends, or equivalent Raider Demon, because I guess Tartarus has its Immortal, so I guess there's that. It's very nice that that Jinn have permanent flying. Very convenient too. Three Ice Fiends, of course. Oh, look at that! How many characters finish a fight against 3 Ice Fiends at full HP? Like, that doesn't happen in real life. Okay, just a bunch of things that I don't really care about. We are gonna go to the next target. And something makes me think that DjWz is gonna be on the final island. The final island that I haven't explored yet. But we shall see. Okay, never mind, there he is. And I guess I can respect DjWz. I mean, I will respect DjWz, but not as much as like Cerebov, because DjWz doesn't have a summon spell, so I can just like blink away from DjWz, use Manifold until he dies, pretty much. Oh, look at that! That is the opposite of convenient. And DjWz doesn't really worry me. The Shard Strike does. I am going to Absolute Zero. Let's see if we hit like the Shard Strike. Okay, we hit the Shard Strike so we can continue with our honorable fight against DjWz. Maybe we should not let DjWz be next to me. Wow. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do the thing. You're supposed to do this when you fight DjWz, because DjWz is like the apex target that is affected by poison and Kirer. So Kirer is like guaranteed to slow DjWz. Doesn't slow DjWz for very long, but certainly does slow DjWz. And yeah. What's the key for Manifold? Alrighty, you kill DjWz, you feel better. Of course I feel better, I just killed DjWz. And transformation, so I can regen faster. So pretty much a couple of turns we're gonna regen 4 per turn. The other turns we're gonna regen 3 per turn. And we are pretty much at full HP now. The wonders of being so stacked with regeneration. And that was Cocytus. I guess I could say that the Shard Strike being generated was a bit of a close call. Also, when the 6 Shard Strikes were mobbing me, that was pretty bad as well. Now we are gonna be doing Ereshkigal, the Tartarus. Oh, look at that. That's a good level to dive if I've seen one. I'm pretty glad that I decided to cast the statue form before going in, because otherwise things could have gotten kind of bad for me. Oh, this looks terrifying. What is this? Come on. I wonder if the Doom Hound can howl. Natural abilities. If it can howl on silence, I don't think it should be able to. Okay, so I have minimum delay on my unarmed combat, which is achieved at 27. At 27, we have the same attack delay as a min delay dagger. So we don't have the same amount of damage as a min delay dagger. Of course, we deal like so much more damage. Okay, not gonna go that way. But yeah, min delay dragon form on armed combat is quite amazing. Something that you can do in dragon form is actually you can shoot fire, which obviously deals quite a bit of damage, pretty much as the monster breath weapon works. I think this one scales with your like HP, or not your HP, with your what's it called? With your experience level. That's what it scales off of. One of these days we're gonna find it downstairs. Yeah, I wanted to rest, or rather to out-explore, but that is not gonna cut it. Wow, I think I'm perma-slowed here. Like, it feels that I am, like, always affected by slow. Formy seeds are pretty decent for Tartarus in specific, and for all the hells in general, because they can just like dive with their hatch ability. It's a pretty convenient thing to have in this part of the game. Oh, finally downstairs. That took me a while. Okay, 5 out of 7. Oh, I got Howl. Well, it's okay. doesn't really matter. As you can see, like, I keep encountering Tsitsi Mime and like random stuff like that, and we can destroy those things, no big deal. Yeah, the power of Manifold Assault with 27 unarmed combat and statue form, I guess. It is really quite powerful. Okay, still no downstairs or hatches or shafts or anything that I can use to progress to the next level. We are kind of getting close, however, we've already explored a fair amount of the level. I feel like that was a lot of misses. I wish I could use that Ring of Slaying, but I cannot really justify taking up Willpower or the other ring. Like, both of them are like necessary for my character. More necessary than Slaying, because as you can see, like, I don't really need the Slaying. It would be okay for accuracy, of course, or for those like very rare scenarios where I hit something and I didn't deal any, and I don't deal any damage, which do happen. They don't happen that often, but they certainly do happen. Ereshkigal is here and the rune is here. So I've done this before, where I just like shatter through the vault and I just like straight up don't even fight Ereshkigal at all. I think that's one of the funniest things that you can do in this game. Also, when Ereshkigal generates in her labyrinth, I don't really know how it's pronounced. When that happens, you can just go ahead and shatter her labyrinth and bypass all that annoyance. Oh wow, I'm marked and I am also like affected by Howl. But thanks to like the power of Maklev in conjunction with Manifold Assault, we are pretty much at full HP here. That kind of blows my mind a bit. Okay, I was wondering why I got extra armor class from statue form, but I got a bit of intelligence, so I guess I got extra spell power because of that. Where's the entrance? Oh, there it is. Yeah, doing this without knowing what Ereshkigal is must be quite annoying. Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. I am too low on HP. Ereshkigal is silencing. That's really bad. That's actually extremely bad. I was thinking Wreath Teleport and like deal with it. I don't think that's gonna cut it. I think we're gonna have to like straight up read Blinking and get as far away from that as possible. I guess we can haste. Too far away to be absolute zeroed. Yeah, look at that regen. We're gonna be back at full HP in almost no time. Okay, so far so good. I think I cannot afford to play games with Ereshkigal, unfortunately. Yep, we're gonna absolute zero her. Ereshkigal happens to be pretty dangerous. So even though I would have liked to try the Dragon Form strategy against her, I think Dragon Form is just naturally weak against Ereshkigal, if you think about it. Because Dragon Form gives you a ton of HP, Ereshkigal has a ton of Torment, and also summon Tsitsimitu, or Tsitsimime, that will slow you, will keep tormenting you. Dragon Form doesn't really offer any resistance to Torment or anything weird like that, so yeah, overall like not a good thing to have if you're fighting Ereshkigal. Okay, last but not least, certainly not least, this is actually like the hardest one. I tend to do them from easiest to hardest. In this case, Jaina was easiest, Cocytus was the second easiest, then Tartarus was the third hardest, and last but not least, the Iron City of this is actually the hardest one. The Iron City of this. What is this? I don't know. I guess what you're currently seeing. So way back in the day, Bolts used to have a layout very similar to this one. Now it has a bit of a different layout. Okay, we encountered 2 stairs almost immediately, that's very nice. Okay, probably should be in statue form for this. Statue form on armed combat when you have it at minimum delay, it always attacks at 0.7. It's so strong. It's not as good as Dragon Form, of course, but it does provide like much better defenses that you kind of need at this part of the game. I am very astonished by my spell set. Like this game, I got spells that I would normally go for in like a regular playthrough if I could choose my spells. We got Dragon Form, Manifold Assault, Statue Form, and that's pretty much it actually. Yeah, I guess Absolute Zero is also a spell that I would go for. I don't like it that much, and that's why you haven't really seen me abuse it, because I could like feasibly Absolute Zero everything and just go through the game like that. In fact, it's actually like a super easy strategy for a Jin to do. You just like macro Absolute Zero and just mash that. But I've been having my fun with Manifold Assault and Dragon Form or Statue Form, depending on what is actually like the best option for the place that I'm currently in. Okay, just one more set of downstairs to go. Wow, this one is really resisting me, by the way. Oh, there it is, finally. Okay, so now that we are in the final level, it's always a good idea to map the final level of the hill. If you, for some reason, have like an abundance of scrolls of magic mapping or something weird like that, you should consider mapping everything that you can, like mapping as much of hell as you can, so you can go through it as fast as you can. Hell being an extremely hostile environment, it is not a good idea for you to like spend excessive amounts of time in here. And I guess you could say something similar for Pandemonium, even though Pandemonium is, in my opinion, not as hostile as the Hells. Hells are much more dangerous, but on the other hand, they are much easier to escape if you feel the need to escape. In Pandemonium, you're not like going to encounter like, I don't know, 7 Ice Fiends and a couple of Shard Strikes like I did in Cocytus, but you're also not gonna be able to get out of there very easily. It's really not in your hands to get out of Pandemonium. You really need to get kinda lucky. This layout is kind of annoying. I feel like this layout is very mazy, like unnecessarily so. So I guess the best thing to do is to just like use auto travel. Oh, look at that! That's the Serpent of Hell. Haven't seen the Serpent of Hell in a while. This version of the Serpent of Hell is the most dangerous one. It has like Metal Splinters, Quicksilver Bolt, Crystal Spear. It also has Summon Dragon and Abjuration. Yeah, this one is the worst one. Quicksilver Bolt specifically is like the worst thing that you can be in the receiving end of as a high level transmitter that is like kind of relying on statue form as defense. Yeah, I guess we are gonna be using Phantom Mirror. I mean, I can Absolute Zero it, but where's the fun in that? Okay. And an Iron Dragon, I will assume. You're Serpent of Hell. Okay, I guess I can also be a dragon. Press the Manifold Assault button. Oh, it adjured my summon of the Serpent of Hell. But look at that damage. Ah, it's such a beautiful spell. I love Manifold Assault. We killed the Serpent of Hell in a fair and honest fight there. I went into Dragon form for the incredible damage, and Manifold Assault kinda did the trick. I feel, it really does feel like it's like multiple target, bigger range, Absolute Zero. That's what it feels like to cast Manifold Assault with Dragon form. Ouch. Okay, we have the damage output. We have the damage output to survive this. But yeah, oh, look at that. Should I be afraid of you? I think I should be afraid of you. You have a lot of armor class. Do we Absolute Zero this thing? Yeah, I'm just not gonna play games with this Pater. This Pater is also like something that I really respect in this game. You can net this Pater? Why is this Pater not giant? That doesn't make sense to me. This Pater should definitely be a giant enemy. It's like netting the Royal Jelly. Like, what is that? Why can't you net the Royal Jelly? That doesn't make any sense to me. The Royal Jelly literally spits out giant monsters. How can it be smaller than those giant monsters? I don't know. Crawl is a weird game. Oh wow, that's an excellent teleport. So I have 14 out of 15 runes. Do I want to get the 15th rune? I don't know if this character with this like set of things can do Tomb. Like, I mean, I just saw someone do Tomb with like Infestation and like a bunch of very bad spells. In fact, let me get you the exact list. Infestation, Discord, and Death's Door were that guy's highest level spells. That guy was also playing a Jhin. And I was spectating, and I was like, why is this guy using that for Tomb? And then like went into his Styles chat and asked for a dump, and I came to the terrible realization that that guy That was literally the best spells that guy had. Yeah, not great spells that are good for Tomb. Infestation, Discord, and Death Store. I guess Discord. No, I actually don't know if Discord. Maybe Discord, now that I think about it. Like, summon Emperor Scorpions and then you use Discord and the Emperor Scorpions kill the mummy. I guess that's kind of okay. Yeah, it's actually a problem that takes care of itself because the Scorpions that would attack you after that will disappear because they were summons. You have statue form, so it seems like you can do it. I don't know. I feel like it would also take me like considerably longer than the rest of the things that I've done in this stream, and I'm kind of getting close to the point where I would like to end the stream. You guys have probably not noticed anything as far as like my ending time. It's coming kind of close to my normal ending time, but the Mexican version of DST just happened like yesterday, so it's actually like 1 hour later for me. I am gonna like keep the schedule that I had before, so you shouldn't really notice anything different. I'm gonna like start at 9 p.m. Central, or not Central, but like Mexico time, which can kind of vary a bit from Central, and I'm gonna end at 1 a.m. Mexico time, or Mexico City time. I don't know if I should do like Tomb. I really don't know, and I don't like doing Tomb without Shatter, or without being like absurdly over-prepared. Also, the last time I did Tomb, it was with a Jhin and I killed it because I forgot that Bennu are like straight up immune to fire, and my best spell to kill things like that was not Shatter, was Starburst. So Bennu were like a huge pain. Do you have Orb of Destruction? I don't have Orb of Destruction, unfortunately. These are the spells that I have. So for high level spells, we got Revivification, Absolute Zero, which is amazing, Chain Lightning, which I absolutely despise, but obviously what I've been using for pretty much the entirety of Extended, it has been Manifold Assault and Dragon Form. That has like carried this character. I guess the Statue Form was also okay. But yeah, look at those beautiful skills that we have. 27 in the ones that really matter to this character. 0 armor, I would like to notate, 0 armor, and yeah, just a bit of extra experience in things that don't really matter that much, invocations and evocations. I don't know if I should do. So here's the thing. I don't have a big enough shield to do the 3 strategy, which is like the other way that I was considering doing Tomb. I think the way you do that is with a tower shield. I have a buckler. I mean I have 6 shield. I'm kind of relying on my 40-36 in statue form to be able to tank big turns of damage. So yeah, those Venus would hurt. The mummies wouldn't really hurt that much. And I guess I also don't have a Nax. The strategy is like 3 form with Attraction and a Holy Brodax and a Tower Shield. Yes, the 3 strategy. So I think the safest thing for me to do here is to probably just win the game. You have Revivification for Tomb? Yeah, I guess there's that. If I get like really low on 3 form, I could Revivification and just get back all my HP while being Torment immune, so it's like really good. Let's see. What's the high score for DjWz? Ah, Yermak got it. Wait, 84,000 turns and 15 runes. What's my time? 62,000. Oh, I could get the high score. Ah, I could get the high score. Can I get the high score if I win like 20,000 turns before Jermak, but with one less rune. I'm gonna go for the win. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the win. I'm not gonna try to do Doom because I don't feel like I can do it. Yeah, I can probably get the high score as it is right now. So I already did slot 5, so it's just a matter of like grabbing the orb and getting out. And that is exactly what we are going to be doing. Oh, I got fire resistance. I could do orb run Doom. I could do that. No, I'm not gonna do it. If you beat out Jermak, that is something. Yeah, I mean, Jermak is Jermak. When I saw, oh no, Jermak got it, I thought that it was gonna be like super optimized. Oh, wait, I haven't done the thing that I always do during orb runs. So, without counting the one that we currently have on the screen, without counting it, how many Pandemonium Lords are we going to find in this orb run? The options are 1 or less and 2 or more. Go ahead and place your bets. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. I'm gonna run a 1-minute ad break and I'm gonna like pour myself a glass of water in the meantime. So good luck with all of that. $20 million. Yeah, I see it. I see it. 20 million is like very good. Oh yeah, like we're definitely gonna be getting that. Well, the bets have been set. The ads have been run. Thank you for your patience. Let's go ahead and finish this. Wait, what do you have? Before I do like something terribly stupid. You don't have anything. You don't have anything. Yeah, goodbye. Have a nice on life, Mr. Pandemonium Lord. So that's that doesn't count. I still need to find one other one or less, and we have already found one. So yeah. Good luck to your bets. I used to bet on how many scrolls of blinking I was gonna use on the orb run. People kind of complained about that because they thought I was like kind of rigging it. I guess I can see why they thought that. Ho ho ho! Look at that damage! Like I just destroyed that Seraph. Or that Seraph's band. Even through summons. Okay, give me those. I want those pearl scales. Do you consider Seraph a Panlord? For purposes of the bet, no, I don't consider it a Panlord. But for gameplay reasons, I consider it to be a stacked Panlord, like a dangerous one. Like for example, one that would have like Firestorm or something like actually nasty, you know. But for the bet purposes, I don't consider it to be a Panlord. Wow, what is going on? That Tormentor brought me very close to dying. Like, not really, but if it had been accompanied by anything, that would have been pretty nasty. Alright, we absolutely body that Reaper with Manifold Assault. And apart from the one Pandemonium Lord that we encountered in SOT, we have not seen one yet. Yeah, still no Pan Lords. D3. Come on. Oh, look at that! The Railbird Curse. Only one Pandemonium Lord. Choose prediction outcome. I'm not gonna take your money. I'm gonna delete the bet because no one bet that I was gonna encounter one or less. But you all know that the result is 2 or more. With that being said, well, I guess this is the win. 63,000 turns. So this is gonna be a pretty good high score for me, I think. That's probably one of the best ones that I've ever had, if not the best. Yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, that's by far my best high score, depending on what we actually end up getting. Okay. You have escaped with the Sword of Set above and the Dagger 9 Settler's Doom. Let's see how much of a score we got there. Oh, I'm so excited. That was... Ooh, look at that, 20 million. Yeah, we did get 20 million. For a person that doesn't really try that hard to get high scores, I think that was a pretty good one. Yeah, I'm very glad that I decided not to do Tomb, because I didn't feel like Tomb is a very shaky place where things can go bad, and this character had everything to stomp every other part of the game except for Tomb. Tomb is very unique because all of the very abundant high level enemies have a summon spell. So like, what are you going to do if the Royal Mummy summons like a bunch of Emperor Scorpions, and then it summons a bunch of Emperor Scorpions the next turn? Um, Getting 14 in 63k without trying is really good. I have to attribute like Maclev to that. That was like almost entirely Maclev carrying me. And also, like, not only Maclev, but the fact that I got statue form and then I got dragon form. Well, first Manifold, then statue form, and then dragon form. No, actually, sorry for that. You're gonna think that I'm like actually doing this on purpose, but it's not. I'm just kind of remembering things in the wrong order. First, the manual of unarmed combat that I found on the floor in like D9 that I didn't train, but I said if I get manifold dragon form, it's gonna be amazing. Then I got manifold, and I was like, oh my god, I have two pieces of the combo, one more. And then I got statue form. I was like, okay, that's good enough for me to train that as a way to kill things for the rest of the game. And then after like actually committing to unarmed combat, I got dragon form. And then I was like, oh yeah, we are living the dream now. And we indeed lived the dream. Was Maclev the god from beginning to end, or did you switch gods? No, it was a god from beginning to end because my idea was to finish that character in a single stream. Unfortunately, I was unable to do so because I think I didn't stream for like my usual 4 hours that day. So I didn't end it in a single stream, and I would have ended it very quickly on this stream. I think I was done with SOT at the like 1 hour mark, and no, I think it was at the 45-minute mark. I was already done with SOT. Um, but I decided to go do extended because I was actually having like such a good time with this character that I didn't really want it to end. And I'm very glad for that. Okay, not all days you can get a high score off of Yermak. Like that doesn't happen very often. Yeah, especially with one less rune than Yermak too. Ah, I like it. I like it. I like it. With that being said, I think that is going to be it for tonight. We ended just in time for me to usually end the stream. I do apologize for like starting later than usual. I was watching a streamer that I don't really watch that often, but I like him, and he was like doing something that I really wanted to see. So I got a bit enthralled because it was like a very funny thing, and as soon as I realized like it was already way too late in the night and I was really unable to start at my usual time. With that being said, I think this one is gonna go to YouTube. Like I think I should clip this and like send it to YouTube. I think I'm gonna be spamming YouTube with Jin. Like I have uploaded one. I have another one ready to be uploaded, and this is gonna be like the third Jin. Are these high scores specific to Kelby? The ones that you're currently seeing, yes, they are exclusive to Kelby, but I currently have the combo high score for Jin for Jin Hedge Wizard. Um, excuse me? Huh, weird. Oh, I know why. Because it's like taking that as a name instead of as a combo. Okay, there we go. I got the high score. I got the high score from Yermak. Let's go. I cannot believe it. Now, so the last time I got a high score in such a public fashion, I lost it in like a matter of 12 hours. That happened like way too long ago. I had the high score for Hill Orc Berserker or something weird like that, and I got like 15 runes in like 80,000 turns. And I was like, oh, that high score is free. Like anyone could take it. And obviously, someone took it after I said that because I was on IRC. Oh, back in the day when IRC was like a thing that was actually used, and there were a lot of people in the community that were like actually active. Those were the good old days for Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Right now, I guess it's okay. There's like a lot of influx of new people. I would say that there's even more new people than in the good old days. But as far as regulars go, I think there's actually less regulars, believe it or not.